The Pie War of '72, Maplewood, Ohio, summer of 1972. In the quiet town of Maplewood, things rarely got heated, except in the church kitchen every July when the annual First Methodist Bake-Off rolled around. It was the closest thing to war the town ever saw. At the heart of the battle were two women, Edith Perlman, 62, a three-time reigning champ with her sky-high lemon meringue pie, and Betty Lou Jenkins, 60, the kind of woman who knitted dishcloths while plotting vengeance. They weren't enemies exactly, but if Edith brought brownies to the social, Betty Lou brought fudge. If Edith wore a blue floral dress, Betty Lou showed up in green paisley. They'd been trading sideways glances since 1958. This year, Betty Lou had a new weapon, her rhubarb redemption pie, an old family recipe she swore could make a grown man cry. And it had, once, during her niece's wedding rehearsal dinner. But that morning, tragedy or sabotage struck. Someone had let out Edith's cat, Mr. Pickles, who leapt onto the windowsill, walked across her cooling meringue, and left 3 little paw prints right in the centre. Betty Lou, sipping iced tea across the yard, claimed she was devastated for Edith, though no one missed the smirk. Still, Edith, pride and all, entered the pie. The judges murmured. One whispered, "Is that a heart?" It was. Somehow, Mr. Pickles' paw prints formed a perfect little heart shape in the meringue. The lead judge, old Pastor Whitcomb, who'd been half asleep, opened one eye and declared, This is more than pie. This is divine intervention." Edith won again. Betty Lou snapped. She yanked her rhubarb pie off the table and, in front of God and 3 grandkids, splat right onto the judge's lap. Gasps, a child cried. Someone dropped a jello mould. Betty Lou didn't show up to church for 6 whole Sundays. Edith baked an extra casserole for every potluck, each time leaving a little note. "Thinking of you. No cats this time." 6 months later, Thanksgiving 1972, Edith knocked on Betty Lou's door. She held out a pecan pie wrapped in cloth and said, "This one's for you. No meringue, no paw prints, just butter and truce." Betty Lou eyed her. "Does it have bourbon in it?" Edith winked. "Just a splash." They sat on the porch, forks in hand, and split the pie. Halfway through, Betty Lou sighed. "You know, I never really hated you." "I know," Edith smiled. "You just wanted to beat me." "Still do," Betty Lou said, mouthful. "Good," said Edith. "Keeps us young." And just like that, the Pie War of '72 ended with a shared slice, a bourbon kick, and Mr. Pickles asleep on Betty Lou's lap.